Okay, so today we have Homing's presentation. This is a special presentation because it hasn't started the PhD program. Ready? Presentation now. Okay, go ahead. You just go.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And the new topic is about alternative boundaries of digital supervision based on social works, technology, acceptance, practice, experience, and rule reconstruction. It includes three parts.
Let me look at the title again. Alternative boundaries of digital supervision.
Yeah, social worker supervision.
Okay. Alternative boundaries of digital based on social work, technology,
yeah,
acceptance, practice, experience, and role reconstruction. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. I'm capturing it. Okay. Good. Good.
Okay. The first part is the introduction. Background. Recently, the Central Department of China issued this new policy. The opinions of the State Council on deeply implementing the artificial intelligence plus action. This viewpoint that promote the development of the modern service sector was in intelligent tasks and new service. Social work industry was a modern service sector, but it's in its initial stage. So it faces a lot of programs. Social worker supervision as an important part of the social work industry also faces a lot of programs. For example, here list four main programs. First one is the institutional system of social worker supervision is not sound. Nowadays, some of the provinces have already found the institutional system, but a lot of provinces didn't found. That's the main problem. But nowadays, the digital technology is very developed very well, so they can learn a lot of different institution system online. But most of them didn't execute the institutional system. So the digital.
Most of them do not execute. Most of them what?
Execute.
Execute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Execute the system.
The system.
Yeah. So the digital technology itself hasn't automatically contributed to the improvement of the supervision system. The second one is the distribution of supervisory talents is balanced. This is also a very profound program. Just like Guangdong, Shanghai, these provinces developed very well. There are lots of professional supervisors, but in North and West province, there are only a few professional supervisors. So the digital media only give a lot of courses to improve their professional level, but the digital media couldn't solve the main problem of the structure of the talent. The third one is the insufficient resources input. This mainly focuses on the fundings, the talents, and the other infrastructure. So the digital technology has greatly reduced only the economic costs, but the others inputs couldn't solve. The fourth one is the effectiveness of the supervision is limited. Just like I said, a lot of supervisors are not professional. So
Professional.
yeah, so the professor, the supervisor in north and west, like this area, they couldn't supply a lot of professional skills to the social work, and this lead to a lot of ethical norms and technology governance risks. So this is the fourth problem. The problem statement. Nowadays, the technology developed very fast, but this also leads a lot of ethical problems, just like I said in the background. So nowadays, a lot of scholars focus on how to deal with this problem, but only a few studies focus on social work area. Here have three main problems. The study is limited in terms of time and space to the period of COVID-19 pandemic, and because this area, a lot of supervisors used roommate supervision. And the second one is the research on digital supervision is limited to the scope of roommate technology, only focus on this area, but the other area maybe only a few. The second one is a systemic analytical framework hasn't been formed in terms of theoretical depth. So how to promote the digital supervision and traditional supervision joining is very important to the whole industry. Then the research question. The first one is, what are the specific application scenarios and actual experience of digital technology in the process of social worker supervision? It includes two parts. First one is, in the supervisory process, what types of digital technologies do social workers mainly use in which aspects?
Process.
Yeah, process. Do they feel the convenience and the limitations of using them in these situations? Second one is, under what specific tasks, relationships, situations, or technical conditions do social workers believe that the digital supervision can replace face-to-face supervision? This is very important. Which situations are irreplaceable? What's the basis for judgment behind it? The second one is, what impact has the application of digital technology had on the realization of supervisory functions and the professional capabilities of social workers? Also include two parts. First part is, how do digital technologies perform in realizing the three major supervisory functions? This is support function, education function, and the administration function. Are there any imbalance or deficiencies in their functions? Two, how do social workers accept and utilize digital supervision technologies? Will AI assistance tools affect their professional role perception, reflective ability, and service preparation efficiency? Three, in what aspects can the systemic support and institutional guarantee for digital supervision be improved? This part only focuses on how to implementation be derived from this study. Also include the two parts.
Writing over there is too small for me to see, so I got to look at this one. No.
Okay.
It's okay, it's okay. I don't have to enlarge it. I'm looking at my screen.
Too small?
But it's okay. I've been struggling a bit, but
Okay.
I'm looking at it. So you don't have to do anything. I'm looking at it.
I will read every part. 3.1. Do the current institutions or platforms have the quality assurance mechanism required for digital supervision? This mainly focuses on the organization support or platform support. 3.2. What institutional support do social workers hope to establish to enhance the usability and security of digital technologies?
Okay.
Okay.
Continue. Yeah.
According to the relevant question, this is the research objectives. Most of them is the same to the research question.
Continue.
This is the research significance. Include two parts. The first one is the theoretical significance. By integrating the theories, combining with Chinese social practice, and introducing the variable or alternative boundary acceptance to construct the theoretical model of the application of digital technology in social work supervision. And two practical consideration is this study will provide guidance for social service institutions to optimize the digital tools in practical operations, and at the same time offers decision-making reference for the government to formulate relevant policies. And notice the Chinese government also have already issued some social worker supervision policies, just like a guidance. But in the guidance, there are no points relevant to digital supervision. So this will maybe contribute to that part. Yeah. So the literature review. This study will employ four theories. The main theory is socio-technological system theory. This theory focuses on two parts. The first part is social system, include the people and the culture and the process like that. The other is the technology system, includes the technology infrastructure like that. So this is the main theory, and the other theory is include the professional role theory, and this mainly focuses on the social worker how to reconsider their role under the digital supervision process. And the second is organizational support theory. This mainly focuses on how the organization supports the social worker or social workers whether to use digital technology. And the third one is the technology acceptance model. This model only focuses on the technology acceptance part. Yeah. Second one is the development of the digital technology in social worker supervision. It divided into three stages. The first period is the late 1990s to the early 2000s. This is the early exploration. And this period, people most use email, internet messaging, and video conference. This period, the technology only supports face-to-face supervision and address geographical isolation issues. The second period is from middle 2000s to late 2020s. And this period is the development of specialized platforms. Also, we maybe call it 2.0 version period. At this period, mainly use the technology to professional supervision platforms and social medias and mobile applications. This period a lot of new technology developed. Also, this period, the application character is customized tools have emerged, and the online and offline integration models have been adopted. The last period is from 2020 to the present. This is the comprehensive integration and intelligence. A lot of new technology was used in everywhere. Just like the video conference platforms and AI assistant system and big data analysis, especially last two parts, AI assistants and big data analysis. At this period, not only the roommate supervision has become very normal, but also social workers or supervisor use a lot of AI technology to solve their problems. From the social worker supervisor function, we review a lot of scholars research. It's divided into 4 parts. The first 3 parts focus on the administrative function, educational function, and supportive function. The last part focus on ethical considerations. The different scholars give different points. The first administrative function. The huge potential of digital technology in enhancing management efficiency, standardizing processes, and promoting communication. Also, the others focus on digital technology is shifting the force of supervision from professional values and autonomy to the management and document compliance. And these different views. The second one is the digital technology has greatly enhanced the accessibility and the flexibility of the supervision. The other point is digital technology may mask or weaken the interpersonal relationships and social worker relies on. And the third one is the intent interaction has a positive effect on emotional support. This is the positive point. The other point is digital technology may erode the nature of the relationships on which supporting functions rely. Both the 3 parts have different points. The last part is the ethical considerations. This is only one point the scholars focus on. That's the ethical challenges brought about by digital technology are generally emphasized, especially in terms of confidentiality, and privacy and informed consent. From the literature, we can, in the methodology part, nearly a lot of scholars mainly adopt qualitative research methods, such as individual in-depth interviews, force focus groups and literature analysis to do this research area. And the sample size, most of the studies were like support from larger sample data. I see a lot of literature only employ maybe 12, 22 social worker or supervisor to do the research. The last one is the conclusion. The generalizability of the research conclusion is insufficient. So a lot of the result couldn't support the other areas. So the research gaps, it includes two parts. First is on the ethical specification and the operation layer. This is the main gaps. The lack of detailed operating rules for direct talking with the supervisor. Then the lack of ethical principles is transformed into a specific executable standard operating procedure. The second is in terms of technical application and effect assessment. Insufficient evidence of information, integrity, privacy, and semantic accuracy. The comparative study on the quality of virtual steer lines and the profound effective of different service scenarios is still inadequate. So the result is the supervision process and the responsibilities haven't yet been connected to digital and artificial intelligence. Many studies lack institutional analysis and policy feedback based on quantitative data.
Okay.
The last part is methodology.
Just now wasn't methodology. I thought it was already methodology. You talk about research methods now. Okay.
Research methodology.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Continue.
The first part is the research approach. This study will use detective reasoning. Just like we said, we use the 4 series to formulate the hypothesis. And then we will confirm analyze the data to confirm the hypothesis. And the right part is the hypothesis from the literature and the series. There are lots of new variables. Yeah, the first part, last part is the independent variable, include the technology part, frequency, trust, and efficiency like that. And this part is focused on social work's role cognition and supervisory function and relationship. This part mainly focus on the social system. And this is the main parts related to the title, the topic, the alternative boundary acceptance, which is very important. And the dependent variable is the willingness to use future digital supervision. And so this part is the mediating variable. Also, the perception of monitoring support and the alternative condition perception is the moderating variable. it will influence maybe the AI cluster to the rule cognition and the frequency to the supervision function like that. This is also this is the independent variable, but it's also a moderating variable. You can see that the right line it will influence the root cognition and it will influence the supervisory function. Also, it will maybe moderate the AI cluster to root cognition. The blue line, yeah, like that.
Okay, it's very complex. Continue.
Okay. Also, this study we will employ the quantitative measures, and we will mainly use the questionnaires. Other questionnaire, the skills will formulate from the other skills. Maybe a lot of scholars have used before. Yeah. This is the sample. We calculate the sample used G power 3, and there are 6 independent variables, and the effective size we use the small effective size because most of the social science research use this size to 0.02, and the power we cite 0.8. Then the target sample size is 688. To avoid a lot of questionnaires couldn't be used, so we set safety margin in 20%. So the minimum sample size is 860. To select the questionnaire, we select 4 provinces. And the Shandong province represent the north of China, and the Guangdong province represent south of China. Shanghai.
So East China.
South, yeah, south. Shanghai, east of China, and the Sichuan province, the west of China. And these two cities, two provinces, Guangdong and Shanghai, developed very good, very fast. And Shandong and Sichuan developed maybe slow and maybe not very good. Also, Sichuan province, it's developed from the 2008, the very famous earthquake. So after that, the work developed here. This is that's why I focus on these 4 provinces. Maybe after, maybe except these 4 provinces, I will collect the other city province data to maybe more than 860. Okay, that's the methodology part. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Number of things, yeah. Where do we start? Before even we start, right? You need to know that CPR now doesn't have social work as a program anymore.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah. So
replace it.
the PhD maybe 社会学
Sociology then.
Sociology, yeah.
Sociology. Is that is that okay with you? Then is that fine with you?
Yeah, we can find a new program. That's okay.
No, well, there are other programs in social science. In social sciences, there are social work, PhD in social work you can get from social science.
Oh, really?
Social science, yes. Of course, yeah. In fact, they do not have undergraduate, they have postgraduate.
So they named the DSW, Doctor of Social Work?
Maybe, if I understand correctly, something like PhD in social science and bracket social work.
Oh.
Since like over here, it's still PhD, social science, bracket, whatever. Yeah.
Maybe in China, lots of university named
PhD in social work.
yes, PhD social work.
In social science, they have a top course for social work. They have MSW, I'm not sure, Masters in Social Work. They have that, very specific, right? They also have the Master Social Science, but bracket social work. So there's research. The other one is mixed mode. They have that in social science.
Yeah. I consider this.
PhD is by research. I don't know. There's no PhD in social work. I don't think they have.
No.
I think there is still PhD in social work.
Yeah.
But you can check. You can double check.
Okay.
I think they do not have a PhD in social work, but they have PhD in social science, bracket social work. I think. I might be wrong, but you double check with that. Because social work in social science has been there for a long time.
Yes.
Very long time. So quite
In China, social work is the subtitle of social science. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Same.
Yeah. So in China, lots of university maybe their certificate is PhD and social science.
Yeah.
Social science and social worker direction.
Yeah. Social
Like
work,
that.
emphasis, social work, concentration, social work. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Before I come here, I applied to Renmin University in China.
In China, okay.
Yeah, Renmin University,
Okay.
2015
Yeah.
at that time. Then also master. At that time, they named social science and social work direction like that.
Yes.
Also, at that time, they don't have master of social work.
Okay.
Only the program is master of social science, social work, like that.
It's the same in.
Yeah.
Okay. So you will need to note that. But in CPR we do not have. Last time we have social work. Right now they dropped it.
But today I see they also have.
They still have it.
Yeah.
In CPR.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
This morning I checked.
But they still have it.
Master of social work.
Master social work. Okay.
Yeah.
But they still have it. I thought they're dropping it. I'm not sure. Okay.
Also, last time
What masters? If they have masters, meaning they have PhD too. CPR. So it's a degree, right? So
yeah.
So, but we can check. I'm not sure. I think they have it.
That's okay.
Master of social work.
Social work
Right.
and the PhD.
This is a Center for Policy. Yeah.
CPR, the USM.
Yes. They have it. Yeah. But let me see the top one.
But that's the website, not sure if they update or not.
Yeah, that's the website.
It's the website.
So they have.
They have.
Say they have auto-religious. This is under social work. Yeah, CSR is still there. Social physical planning. Okay. Resource. Yeah. I think the place to, if you want to check, yeah, maybe it's a website. Hanif got a point there. Because last time we had a meeting, we kind of streamlined all the courses. Because I'm not a social work qualified. My training is in social work, more social sciences. So you might want to double check.
The offer.
The offer.
Offer is
The offer is important.
sociology.
So offer sociology.
Yeah, I applied the offer,
The offer letter
So-
is the contract. Right.
yeah, the sociology and the 人类学. I'm sorry.
Human relations, what?
Uh,
Sociology and
let me try.
but the offer letter is in Chinese.
Anthropology.
Anthropology.
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, anthropology is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
人类学.
Right.
Relation.
人类学. Oh, okay. We translate into human relations, right? 哦，不是，人类是 people.
It's different. So it's academic words.
Academic word. 人类 is
It's a noun.
it's a noun for humanity. Humanity. 人类.
Because the humanity is it's
Wider than this way.
Humanity and arts is a large.
Is larger. Okay.
Yeah.
So anthropology is 人类. I never learned the Chinese word for anthropology.
So last time I considered this topic and our jobs or works.
Yeah.
I think most of social workers focus on public management.
Yes.
Maybe public management also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Public management, sure. We have that, right? In our,
Yeah.
in our that you can do that. So and you can change, of course. Once you enter, you can change.
Okay, I think public management or social science.
Okay. Yeah.
Is
Right.
okay,
It's
as-
possible.
as-
Yeah.
So social science.
Yeah. Now that the department is called society. Society work.
Yeah.
So society is a survey.
Yeah.
Falls under society.
Yeah.
So it's bigger than social work, like society work.
Yeah. So nowadays in China we call it big social work.
Big social work. Da.
Yeah. 大社会工作.
Okay, this is bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger. Okay. This is only new, right? 2022, right?
Yeah. And too.
So I think in some ways the Chinese government is very thinking government,
Yeah.
It's a thinking government. They will look at the situation, they will change.
Yes.
Yeah, they will update, they will change, they will, including yesterday I was telling the Dutch Rizzo, right, Professor Zhou, about, who told me? You told me, somebody told me the other day, that in China you cannot use Xi Jinping
Yeah.
quote name.
Before you can, but now maybe you
You
couldn't.
cannot, yeah, you're not allowed to because you don't have the personality cult or something.
Yes, yes.
Right, so he was surprised at something new, right? And this is coming from China. People would think, you should worship the chairman, and it's
对领导人的
North Korea.
what do you call chairman? 主席万岁万岁.
Not allowed.
I remember I went to a factory in Beijing. It's an old factory. They turned into museum. So the factory wrote that 毛主席万岁万岁万岁. So okay, I think they do not want to have that kind of worshipping of the leader anymore.
Yes. The chairman now is different.
The chairman is different because he was a transition
It's a
leader.
signal. It's a signal.
Yes.
Of we call the reborn of the new China.
Reborn of China. So you need a transition between the emperor and People's Republic of China. Yeah. People's Republic of China. So what my point is it's a thinking government. China is a thinking government. People, and it's also responsive.
Yeah.
Responsive to changes and all that. In some ways, I'm impressed with that. I have disagreement, but a lot of things are quite impressive. They are very progressive.
So in that case, when I reject, can I select public management?
You could change.
Okay.
You could change, yeah. Now you can come in first and then change later.
Okay, okay.
It's easier when you come in and then change. It's fill in the form and then change it.
Okay.
Well, is it different? I mean, sociology or the public?
Public management. So public management, of course, they will have many theories that are
Yes, yes.
different, but there are also areas that they
Overlap.
converge, right? But the orientation will be different, of course. One is about management per se, but now because of the field of social science is broad and big.
Yeah.
You know, so they tend to overlap, especially when you go higher. When at the bottom it tends to be more segregated, but when you go higher, which is interesting, right? It tends to be much more integrated because you will see that one field is contributing the other field is contributing to the other. In sociology, there's a field sociology called sociology of formal organization, right? Or organizational sociology, like me. So that is a field. So public management and organizational sociology can come together, right? And come together. Okay, I can see that you have developed quite a proposal here. Let me first understand that what you are interested to study, Home. You're interested to study about this social work, digital supervision,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Social work, digital supervision,
Yeah.
which is what is it? A space in the study of society that social work, digital supervision. And I can see that it's becoming bigger, more complex, more digitized, more control, maybe, right? Yeah, okay. So, I just before I want to make a note that long time ago, right? When I first went to Beijing, we were invited by, I think it's Huawei. At that time, Huawei is still behind other Western companies. I remember the chart, right? I think this is, forgot what year was it, God knows, I think maybe 20 years ago or something like that. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe at that time there are no social work in China.
No, okay. All right. So at that time, I was in this group of scholars, sociologists and anthropologists, basically, studying mobile society, right? So I think we were in the Philippines, and then we were in Manila, and then we went to Beijing. Beijing, we were invited by the big tech companies, which I think this is a Chinese company. I think it's Huawei, I forgot which company. So I wrote a paper. I'm not sure where the paper is because it was as kind of a last minute paper. The paper is about, in some ways connected to what you're doing. It's about, at that time mobile society is just emerging, right? The Philippines had their People's Revolution, remember? People, they toppled the government of Ferdinand Marcos. It's called People's Revolution, but the People's Revolution was also known as the mobile phone revolution because they were coordinating through the mobile phone. They were calling each other using mobile phone and all that. It was the beginning of the mobile phone going into politics, etc. So at that time, I wrote, it's two papers, but first that paper and then the second is a different paper. So the first paper I wrote was about this one. It's called Malaysians on the Run.
Malaysian what?
Malaysians on the Run. On the run. They run. On the run, right? So I wish I could get hold of the paper again. I hope I can get hold of the paper. It's a long time ago. I mean, the editor has passed away. It's published in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. So it's about the contestation between the manager and the executives. The manager and the executives, right? So the managers want to control the executives, but executives find ways to coordinate so that they're not controlled by the managers. Basically, managers want to supervise. At that time, there's not smartphone yet. At that time, it was I don't know whether you remember this. The best phone was this long phone, Olympus or something. Right, that's like a computer phone or something. That's like best phone. You can fold it up.
Keyboard.
Like a keyboard. I remember. Right, then you can open it. This one. That's like the most.
It's big, bro.
It's big. It's like this size. It's like this size. You can put like that. They're considered the most advanced phone at that time. I think, I'm not sure BlueBerry has come.
Not yet.
Not yet, maybe not yet, yeah. So phone come up. I remember, so I look at that time, Heidi Jamaluddin, KJ,
Yeah.
he came to USM. I remember he opened the phone also. I had, interview him as well. I also interviewed a couple of people here. So it was a minister, it is one of the chief minister or something like that of one of the states. So he makes sure that all his ministers or all his staff had the phone 24 hours ready. So he would just text. At that time, it's text. There's no WhatsApp. Right? There's no WhatsApp. It's not. It's the first generation that he said. It was controlling. Right? So with 3 o'clock, I buy this. I will, send something. At that time, it was about SMS, text, SMS. Right? So everyone will text each other. And then, so the boss thinks he can control his employees, the executives, right? Yeah. So, but the executives themselves, right, coordinate among themselves to cover for their friends, to protect their friends. So this boss will ask, "Where's your friend? Where? How come he did not answer yet?" So this executive will contact the other executive. He will say, "Oh, we do not know where he is." So they're always on the run. On the run doing the job, or on the run from the manager. Running from surveillance. Running from surveillance of the manager. Right? So there's a contestation between the manager and the employees. Right? So phone, at that time, mobile phone is a tool of control. Right? It's a tool of control. A phone become a tool of control. So this is along with Marxian concept of control, right? Now this is where I'm contextualizing to what you're studying. There's a field of social practice, right? Field of social practice, right? Of supervision, can you use control, right? Of surveillance. It's not the word surveillance, right? But in this field of surveillance, there's this counter surveillance. So even the executives should be careful. I know that the boss, so the executive will coordinate with the secretary, because the secretary will know where the boss is. Boss is coming on. And then there's always the quote they use with the secretary. How's the weather today? How's the weather today? The secretary will, weather is not so good today, or so, okay, the boss is not happy today. Weather is bright today. They use all these terms, it's interesting. And it's still being practiced in Malaysia now, it's still practiced in Malaysia. So in this social space, there are different behavioral typology. So there is a different behavioral typology. One is that trying to evade the boss. They are not to show that I'm doing work. right? They're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
using the technology to show they're doing work, right? The other using technology to evade the boss, right? Or the other use technology to counter-control the boss. But the opposite is happening though. The boss is thinks that he's in control, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I just want to contextualize to a deeper, higher PhD research, right? And this is extremely relevant to what you're studying and what the context in China, right? Which is surveillance society. The whole discourse of surveillance society. I'm not sure you have that term in here at all. And China is known as one of the most surveillance society with the highest surveillance.
Actually, maybe also have this.
Element, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to let me give my thoughts first, and then you can contextualize to your research, right?
Okay.
There are few countries in the world that has this image of being a surveillance society, high surveillance society. So in mobile research or mobile society research, one of the things they talk about is surveillance society. Even more now, but I haven't researched this area lately, so I think I have developed even more now, you know. What are the countries with higher surveillance? China, Singapore, Israel. These are countries with the highest surveillance, right? They talk about this. You have in your 4 points just now, the ethical consideration, you want to make that central to your research. Make an ethical imperative, because that has to do with the ethical. You have ethical there, yeah. Problem statement. See the problem statement. You have ethical there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because technological will influence mainly the ethical. Yeah.
Yes. So expand that concept further and look at how you can reconceptualize this instead of making it just about or dominantly about technology. Because if you're in the area of social science, you want to look at the social ethics even more. And what are the social ethics? The social ethics about surveillance society. The social ethics about social well-being. There's movement. Movement has been there for quite a while. After 5 o'clock, after office hours, the boss is not allowed to contact you, that kind of thing, right? But not in Malaysia, of course, right? In fact,
There's a book. There are lots of books or research focused on the social work ethics.
Ethics, yeah. Now we are bringing digital supervision. No?
Yeah.
So it's a space in social work, right?
Yeah.
So
focused on social work.
in social work, yeah. So surveillance in social work, there's that field of studies, right? And we put in digital discourse into this field of social work ethics, right? It will make it much more relevant. You know, the research becomes much more relevant because now with AI, it's even more powerful. The surveillance even become more powerful, right? And in China, I've seen reports about how the AI companions, right? The AI companions, what do you call it? I don't know. And it's like an AI girlfriend. They will eat with AI. They will say, "I'm eating this one."
Talking with AI.
Talking with AI.
On phone.
On the phone. Yes. And this is in China, by the way.
Yeah, I see. There are lots of apps we can select different girls as our girlfriends.
Yeah.
We can select different boys as our
Some
boyfriend.
different boys, yeah. And the,
So
and the,
just imagine like the video calling.
the video calling. Video calling. So the AI was I can hear the conversation. So you would eat something and the girlfriend, 会很辣吗? You know, is it too hot? Is it too spicy while you eating? You know, don't eat too spicy because yesterday you have a stomach ache. You know. Yeah. So eventually, so
It sounds like the movie Her.
Her, that's right. I didn't watch the movie, but there's a movie Her, yeah. Working Phoenix, I didn't watch
The
that.
AI.
Okay, so a girlfriend, yeah, a companion, right?
Yeah.
But I've seen the report. I've seen even I think there's YouTube about this too. If I'm not mistaken, I do not know where I watched it. Where this AI would comment on his hair, how it looks like, you know.
Yes.
You know, it's behave like a girlfriend without the problem of a girlfriend, that kind of thing. so
Yes.
well, you take this next level because this AI can feed other AI, or other AI can hack into this AI, right?
Yes.
So the other AI can learn all the information about this person, right?
Yeah. We see some videos show that he use this phone to select a girlfriend, then use this one select a boyfriend. Then the two phones have a dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever tried that?
I will try.
You have two phones, right?
Their own life there, right? Their own life there. Experiment the life. So bringing back to what you want to, so what I like you to think about is to rethink, recontextualize your work into the discourse of surveillance society, right? Because this is the choice of your title is very good because it's based on social workers' technology acceptance,
Yes.
practice experience, and role reconstruction, right? So it's interesting the one I wrote many years ago. So the role is no longer just social worker; it's also a colleague to the social worker.
Yeah.
Right. Also, role is that to check on the manager or something.
Yeah.
So they play many different roles. So not just a role, work role. Right? It's also a colleague role, or at the same sometimes to show that they are a better worker and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this is you're looking at this as a space of practices where the digital practices, the digital behaviors manifest in this space. But this space is not just digital, yeah, because it's real outside too. It's not just
Sure.
yeah, right.
In this study, maybe the practitioner will focus on the face-to-face surveillance and online surveillance and the whole practice. The social worker supervision include 4 or 5 stages. Maybe in the past, the scholars focused on the remote supervision.
Yeah.
But this study will focus on every stage.
Okay.
Maybe they must write a plan, write some conference context, like that. Everything have its tasks.
Mm-hmm.
So this study will focus on every stage. One part skill will focus on how social workers think. For example, the first stage is prepare. At this see, can we use AI assistants to help us to write the plan? Is that okay? Just like that. And the second thing maybe can we use the video assistants to help us to record the whole process like that. So just like you said, the social worker have different rules. Maybe to the clients they are social worker. To the leader of the organization, they are an employee.
Yeah.
To the supervisor, they are a supervisee. Yeah, like that. They act different rules.
Yes.
So maybe during the whole process, maybe they will give you different advice or different suggestion to our research.
Yes. The part that I see your proposal that you want to strengthen is the ethical part, whereas you want to get them to you want to probe them, to ask them to respond to the ethical side of their practices, of their thinking, of what's happening, right?
Yes.
And if you use AI, is this ethical? Is it not ethical? To what extent, is it ethical? Or to what extent AI should facilitate or replace your work? Or in the future, it could be something as not in the future maybe. If it's monitoring, they can have video monitoring, right? Which China has the technology now. They can monitor the clients. If the clients, for instance, allow that kind of monitoring or in a public space, right? So from the visual monitoring, right, the AI can help write the diagnosis.
Yes.
Maybe because and this one I've seen
in China a lot.
In China, they monitor the students.
Not only the students, but also a lot of doctors in the hospital use AI to help them to write the diagnosis.
The diagnosis, yeah. So I'm giving an example what happened in class. I saw they were monitoring the eye of the student, the head of the student, and then whether they're sleepy or not. They're paying attention or not. So the eye movement of the children, the student, that they can give a customized diagnosis of each student and real-time reporting of to the teacher. Right. So meaning. And there's what's considered normal, that's considered not or effective, not effective, attentive or not attentive, right? So they go out of that range, right? So they have some kind of dashboard for all the students there. They can great, we can pay attention to the student. The student is not paying attention now, right? You're looking at something else right now. So they have that, right? Even USM has this program during the COVID, right? We had exam taking when your eyes is away from your paper too far or something, they can detect, something like that, right? Right. Something, because you're not in the exam hall, you're at home, right? So you can look at answer question there, right? So movement of the head. So the AI can detect all this, and China has one of the most developed detection capability in the world. So if I'm not mistaken, they can detect not hundreds of thousands of people. So on a big street, they can detect the movement of 1,000 people or something like that. So they can know who goes where and the general pattern of who comes at what time and at that time. Right? So
actually, I forgot the actual time before when we join how the government or some places funded by the mall the mall, M-A-L-L, mall, M-A-L-L, mall.
Mall.
Oh, yeah.
Like mall, yeah.
Yeah, supermarket.
Supermarket mall.
Yeah. Then at that time, they use a lot of videos to
Yeah.
record the customer.
The customer. Yeah.
But nowadays it's forbidden.
Oh no, it's forbidden now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can analyze, highlight it's rich. I'm poor. Maybe he can spend a lot of money in a rose market. Like that.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. So the customer service or the salesperson will go to Kaila instead of you, right?
But just like that.
Oh.
So nowadays it's forbidden.
Nowadays it's forbidden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah. So what I like to see in your proposal is to bring in the discourse, the discussion, and the theory of ethics into your work, and see how it fits into this whole thing, and see how the ethics component is connected to the different stakeholders as well, to the social work professionals, maybe to the organization, to the clients, to the members of society, maybe the implication of that, and what will also be meaningful, Tommy, is to bring in a dimension of Chinese culture or Chinese value system. Into your work as well. So
maybe this part, I think I will focus on the discussion part.
The discussion part.
Yeah, just like you said, when I searched the literature, I see an example. Then the supervisor hold a meeting online video. Then they ask video conference.
Video conference, yeah.
Yeah. Then the supervisor ask the social worker master focus on the video.
The video.
They could do nothing. So I think it's also maybe one point of the ethical part. Just like that. Maybe the other a lot of contacts from China. Maybe I will discuss that part.
The thing about a lot of technology discussion right now, the technology research, the emphasis on technology becomes so strong that it outweighs other imperatives, outweighs other significant factors, significant consideration, right? So technology has its own rationality, right? Capitalism has its own rationality, right? Capitalism rationality, the logic of capitalism is profit maximization, right? Asset accumulation, right?
Yes.
Basically to maximize profit, to increase asset. Technology also has its own rationality. Technology, the rationality of technology, one of them is if you can, you should.
Yeah.
So it's not about you should, then you should try, should do. If you could do, then you should do, right?
Yeah.
So if I can cut the head of a person, put to the horse and see whether it works or not, then see whether it works or not, something like that. Right?
Yeah.
So if you have a technology, let's experiment with technology and see how far this technology can go.
Yeah.
Instead of saying what's the ethical consideration first, because we have something that is powerful here. Right?
Yes.
So an AI, the person from Google who resigned from Google, Jeffrey Hinton, his name is. He resigned from AI because he said he resigned from Google. He's like the grandfather of AI or something. Because he said AI was not built on ethical foundation, ethical
I heard that.
parameters, right? but he created it, right? Then he left. So people say, you created the monster, he left. He left it, you know. So a big part of AI is the ethics that is not there. So I think I do believe you know that China has a strong value system, right?
Yeah.
At least the Chinese society has that. To some extent, Chinese government, right? Of course. So what is that value system that can be a guide as well, you know, that kind of thing. So bring that discussion in. So it's not ethics, just ethics, but ethics in the Chinese culture too, right?
Yeah.
Ethics in Chinese culture, which might be different from ethics in the Western culture, right?
Yeah.
It might be, because ethics in the Chinese culture might be emphasizing more on responsibility, maybe more on collective good, maybe, I don't know. So you can bring those things up. But also the thing about Chinese social ethics is the emphasis on brotherhood, the emphasis on family is very strong.
Yeah.
Strong. Yeah. Partly because China is a big country, so reliance on government is not, it cannot be the most important part of life.
Yeah.
Right? Reliance on family becomes even more important.
Yeah, sure. But this study may be only focused on social worker. I must explain one point. Social worker supervisor. In China, it's like a position. Yeah. For example, when I graduate, I'm a social worker. Then maybe after 2 years, I can apply to a high level, maybe assistant supervisor, supervisor assistant. Yeah, like that.
Assistant supervisor.
Yeah. Then the next level, the assistant supervisor, I must do some tasks of social worker and maybe supervise the other social workers. Two aspects. Then the next level maybe supervisor.
Yes.
At that level, I only need to supervise the other social workers.
Yes.
My main task is supervise the other social workers.
Not social work.
Yeah. So, but after that, maybe some supervisor will automate some tasks from organization.
Some what?
Task from the organization.
Okay.
Maybe I must write some programs, projects. Right, I must communicate with the other department. So the supervisor in China also different supervisor.
Okay.
So this study maybe only focus on the supervisor and the social work, their relationships.
Yes.
And the whole process.
Yes. And So the part that go ahead and look at the space, and there's sufficient space to look at. There's a big space to look at, you know, and I'd like to see your theorizing on the ethical questions. You actually you go back to research. Research question. You go research question. You have embedded, not explicit, implicit, but clear there, right?
Yeah.
So you want to put in the two words that you might want to introduce in your research questions, or at least in research problem, right? One is the word ethics or ethical factors or ethical. Bring in the word ethics in your research question.
Okay.
And the other one is, if you could bring in the term surveillance society in your maybe research problem will be suitable, maybe not yet. So, you know, what contribution can you make to the discourse or the literature or theory of surveillance society? You know, that, and I think there's something very original to some extent, right? From this space of social work, digital supervision that you can extract to make a contribution to the surveillance society theory.
Okay.
Right? So I mean, the surveillance society can work both very good and bad, and has its complications as well, right? So what is also happening is also we can see that you pointed out just now, right? Will people use AI in preparing the report, in the diagnosis, in the needs analysis or something like that, right? What use AI? So there's an ethical part to that, of course, right? So how much they use AI? Should they use AI? You know, and is AI accurate, right? So I've been working on an article. In AI is giving me references that do not exist, you know. And those references is under my name. So I never wrote this one. This is like yesterday, before yesterday. I never wrote these two articles. And when but then I get another AI to verify, right? The other AI, the Gemini verified. Gemini says it's verified. You know, Gemini is Google, right? It's Google. So Google doesn't verify correctly, you know, because I know I didn't write these articles, and this they give reference together with the page numbers, you know. So it's like real, but it's fake. You know? So
lots of papers or research didn't exist.
It did not exist.
Yeah.
So I use different. I checked with the Gemini, which is supposed to be much more sophisticated because it's Google, right? Google search is like broad and all that. Right? This is highly likely, is verified, is actual. You know. I know I didn't write these papers, you know. And it's recent, and it's USM Press. So I did not publish in USM, I know. So you know, the authenticity of AI, there's another part, right? So there's the AI dimension, there's the surveillance part to this thing. So there is, and then the idea of reliance on AI, right? On issues related to humans and humans' life. Although it's not medical, but it can be medical also, right? Depending on the case, right? Reliance on AI and, you know, to make the diagnosis, to come up with solutions, to write report, you know, there's a whole ethical dimension to this, right? So, so your third question can be about that part of it, you know, the how we what kind of framework should be developed to you know, address these ethical issues. Right? It's not just management issues; it's also ethical management issues.
Maybe for the whole society.
The whole society, I'm thinking management issues. A lot of people are doing it. AI management, right? A lot of people are doing it, but ethical AI management issues and social work might be limited. So that's you got to think about that space.
Actually, the first time I see digital social work, digital social work.
Digital social work.
Yeah, maybe last year. I forgot. At that time, because A lot of social workers, they believe that social work couldn't be instead by the robot.
Social work
Couldn't be instead robot.
cannot be a robot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we believe that, but I found that a lot of people can use robot to instead the social work. Maybe the robot can instead the social worker to do some simple cases. No.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So nowadays, maybe some of them worried about in the future, maybe social work will lose their job.
Yeah. I personally don't think so because we got to make I think there are two types of work and a lot of them that are very secure, not secure, maybe not bad. No, the other day, people, the air conditioned people came to my house to service my air condition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like many air conditioned in my house. So I also looking at how they were repairing it. So sometimes I can feel up there, oh, there's a screw loose, you know. AI cannot detect something like that. Cannot come and say, there's a screw loose here. They cannot do that. Unless you put a robot there and very different. That will be next level when you AI integrated in a robot. But then the robot must be thinking, you know, different methods of doing it, but it be secure. The type of work that's not secure, the type of work people doing on the desk.
Yeah.
Anything has to do with digital, AI can beat you easily, right? Because they are thinking, using a many digital capacity more than human beings. Anything like I told them, like for me, if I work using my computers, AI can take over very easily, right?
Yes,
very
right.
easily. Yeah. So anything that's being digitized, very easily. The other one is human relations.
Yeah.
like what you said just now, right? But they have developed AI, this caregiver AI, right?
Yeah.
They came out with caregiver AI. Now that said, there are the human emotions is the AI has not. I mean, they can look at facial gestures,
But we can see it in the movie now.
Yeah, I can see the movie, the people dilating, that kind of thing. But the AI needs to develop a very extensive, interaction with a person.
Yeah.
But AI can do that if the person is the girlfriend, right? If the boyfriend, right, they can.
Yeah.
So if you keep on logging yourself to AI, then your whole story will be documented by AI, right?
Yeah.
Then AI can diagnose you, right? AI can diagnose you. So, that is the part. But then social it's not as easy as that. But social work as a field is not easily replaceable.
Yeah, maybe nowadays it couldn't do that, but who knows? Maybe in the future the technology developed very fast.
Yes.
We don't know what will happen.
Yeah, but because it's about human interaction and all that. Yeah,
Do you know the manager Wang Xingxin?
No, I don't know.
是吧？王星星，
Who
宇树科技。The robot developer.
Robot company.
Yeah.
A robot company.
Yeah, in China, very famous nowadays.
Again?
Wang Xingxin.
Xing.
Yeah.
Is it a person or a company?
Person.
It's a person.
Yeah, he's
There's a company
the
called the
宇树科技，宇树 technology.
艺术
Yeah,
科技
yeah.
科
so the robot can dancing.
dancing and all that.
Yeah. In CCTV program last year, the robot the first time show on the 春晚怎么说？ the festival
It's not faster.
What was that? The robot can do what?
A robot very strong.
Very strong.
Dance. For example,
fly.
you climb the mountain, you can hold it back for
Oh,
you.
yes.
Can do a lot of things.
Also nowadays, China have already hold the robot rice.
Oh, the race.
Yeah, it's race to run. Who can run fast?
Run faster,
Yeah, so the technology developed very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe nowadays we only use a few technology in our life, our work.
Yeah.
But I think in the future, it's important part of our life and our work.
Yeah, it'll be very, therefore ethics become even more and more important because AI become more and more dominant, right? Become very dominant because if I don't use it, somebody else uses it, and there's somebody who knows me, right? So it's like I know I have a sister-in-law. She's a famous. I was can call her influencer because she's a doctor. She's a doctor. She's a as in doctor, not PhD doctor. Doctor as a doctor, as a specialist. So people find out about me through her. You know what I mean? So even if I don't update my post or whatever, if I come in contact with her, she will tell my story through her. And she has a following of millions or whatever, whatever. So, and in Malaysia, millions is a lot, of course. So she's more famous than politicians. So very influential. Her words are very influential. So, if you are not connected, somebody else is connected. So, but that's another story. Here we are talking about the ethics around it. So, in a way, like, or maybe you can think about as you go into this study, right?
Okay.
As you go into this study, right? Your solutions or your theorizing is ethical theorizing, right? It's ethical theorizing. So you're thinking of solutions, or you're thinking of understanding the ethical part of this space.
Yeah, I think that's the key point.
Yes. And usually people's behaviors, they would justify it with some value system also, right?
Yes.
If they do this and they don't do this, there's some value system that is guiding them. I do this because of what? Even though they choose to do something that is not right, there's still some value system at work.
Yes.
Right? There's still some value system at work. So if you can capture that and the fact you can diagnose that, you can show that.
Okay, and I will add this part, ethical theories, and maybe I think. Do you think the framework already include the ethical part? Maybe just like AI trust. I think some question is about the ethical.
The ethical,
AI trust also maybe risk perception. Maybe this part include some questions relevant to ethical part.
Yeah, I'm thinking more transformative kind of. It's not implicit but explicit. More. The word ethics must be seen there. I cannot see the word ethics in there. So
you mean the variable must include the ethics?
Ethics, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Okay. So in your research and in your interviewing, you bring up the ethical conversation with
This research only focuses on quantitative.
Quantitative, yeah. Still then bring that
Okay.
the ethical factors in
Okay,
there. So, and let me see then. So the hypothesis, the theory will want to include the ethics of AI, ethics of the whole surveillance society
Okay.
comes in, yeah?
Okay.
And then we'll see how, and of course, ethics of social work.
Sure.
Ethics are very important there, because you do not want I think that ultimately you do not want social work as a profession, be undermined by new technological advancement, right? So you want to see that how this technological advancement can facilitate stronger social work ethics, professional ethics, human ethics, that kind of thing. So there needs to be a ethical theorizing coming in, the social work ethics, the AI ethics, and the surveillance society, the ethical consideration and the surveillance society. The surveillance society is much more broader, so maybe something from there, and then the AI, the ethics and AI, something on ethics of social work as well. So, also some, think about some question that you can bring out from a Chinese context. And I think last time you asked me, somebody asked me about using references from articles from Chinese journals.
Yeah.
Right? You could, as long as you don't have to translate the whole article, but you could just put an explanation, 2 or 3 sentences to summarize that article, or the abstract of the article. And that's not hard to do with AI. Just AI can translate very, very quickly. Just that. So those are my inputs. The other thing, Homing, I'm thinking, as you design your research or PhD research, think about the possible publications that can come up with it,
With this topic?
with this topic.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll give you an example that one way to think about possible publication is how you design the sampling. So you already have sampling, just not like 4 different provinces, right?
Yeah.
So another type of sampling is to have the mixed gender sampling, right? There's women, there's also men and women.
Sampling.
Actually, maybe
Are you looking just men or what?
I didn't divide my.
But in the sampling you can do that, right?
Okay.
In the sampling you can do that. So eventually in your paper you can talk about comparative analysis between men and women.
Yeah. Maybe it's one variable. Maybe man or woman and maybe different position, different fields.
Something like that, yeah. So you can think of, say, different journals may have like a gender study journal, right? Want to look at something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, the rural-urban comparative study or something like that. So one is rural, but then the Sichuan is not. Is that rural? It's not. Is that rural? No.
Actually, these 4 provinces, I think.
But you're studying the city or the
Most of them in the city.
The city, right?
Yeah, rural maybe I think in China there are very few
left.
Yeah.
So you can make comparison between geographical comparison when different cities can make the argument. So think about, so it's the same study, it's just the sampling,
focus on the small target.
So that you can write different articles from that, right? So
Yeah.
You know, so you look at this one, I can see you take one city outside of, now we have Shanghai and Guangdong, right?
Yeah.
They are all coastal cities.
Yeah.
Coastal. If I move one to away from coastal city, so I can make comparison between coastal cities, coastal city and non-coastal cities.
Yeah.
So you can look at journal that studies about coastal city, then you do comparison there.
Okay.
So and you're doing the same research. You don't have to change the research.
Yeah.
Only that the sample that changes or how you sample it, right? So you can think of many different ways of writing the article by just having your sample selection differently, you know, geographical, gender, maybe generational, maybe age group, you know, 20s and 30s, exactly. Millennials versus Gen Z or whatever.
Okay.
But social workers are usually the what? Millennials or Gen Z?
Sorry?
You know, age group.
It's actually nowadays include all the ages.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in the past, most of them maybe below 30 years.
Yes.
But nowadays, all lots of different ages.
So now think about this. If you want to do a comparison between two generations, then you want to get
Post the age group.
yeah. You just want to make sure you have enough sample to talk about. So the Gen Z versus millennial, right, for instance, right?
Yeah, I think maybe the questionnaires is enough to divide it into different groups.
Yeah. And each social grouping has literature to it too, so you can you know, you don't have to write in here, but when you write in the journal publication, you can talk about different literature too. So that's how you can take the same research, analyze it differently, have different publications.
Okay,
So that you don't have to. It's the same research, but so the sampling is the creative part sometimes. So sometimes a lot of people do not think enough about the sampling in order to come up with many different publications. Like in Malaysia, it's probably simpler because we have different ethnic groups, we have gender, we have geography, we have East Malaysia, West Malaysia, you know, we can play around, small country, right? So the cost is not too high to do research in Malaysia, compared to China, of course,
Okay.
Indonesia is even more diverse in some ways, In some ways, I mean, like the race, maybe Indonesia is not as diverse as Malaysia, but the sub-ethnics, there are more in Indonesia. So, and it's much more celebrated, I think. So before you jump into choosing the sample, you can be clear about how are you sampling out. But you don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you don't want to talk about gender, because your research is not about gender. Right? You don't have to talk about generational theory about it because your research is not about that.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. only in the journal publications.
Publications.
Okay.
But in the sample, you have those people represented there, right?
Okay.
So, and then, so you don't have to do it's the same data processed differently. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's yeah. Okay, I think that's my take. I do think this is an exciting field because you have first of all, this is definitely a meaningful area to study, the social work, right?
Yeah, when I searched the literature, I found it's very interesting.
Yeah. Now you throw in supervision. AI supervision is a big thing. I think that's using it.
Very
Yeah.
new,
Huh?
but too new.
It's still new,
For
yeah.
some, the literature still support.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
hard
which
to
is
find,
good, yeah. That's why I'm whatever it is, I still, well, as you can see, every time I do a honey, we have to share it in YouTube and all that. I do not reject technology in that sense. I use technology,
Yeah.
but I still believe in that the strength of face to face interaction. That what is it? The online interaction is hard to replace the on-site
Sure.
interaction.
Just you said, maybe one thing never can be instead is the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very important.
Very important. Yeah. And we're talking about PhD or master's supervision, right? The effectiveness increases when you have this face-to-face interaction. So only some people can do with supervision, online supervision. Even the strongest relationship cannot work, like my brother and me. But then because of his health reason, he has a heart more or less like heart attack last time. So still face to face is more effective. So, yeah. Okay, who is here? Lambin here. Lambin, I'm waiting for your presentation, Lambin. Yefeng, we will, oh, Chang is here too, okay. Yefeng, we will schedule another time for your presentation.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, because it's 4:30 now and I need to get going. Right, we'll schedule another time so that, because now it's at 4:30. Who else is there? Lambin, I'll be waiting for you. So Lambin, please register. Hey Chang, you have completed your process, Chang?
Yeah, Prof, I'm completed
Yeah,
already.
hello.
Oh, wonderful, yeah.
Waiting for the term berizaza, so
Waiting
graduate.
Can manage to do it this year or not, your graduation?
No,
No? Oh man,
Oh yeah,
okay.
cannot, but it's really close.
Oh, you're close, yeah?
It was on September, last September, 11 September.
11 September,
The
11
final
September, okay.
submission.
Oh,
Now it's October.
okay. Alright. Okay. Chang, maybe there's some hikmah to it. Maybe there's some blessing in disguise for you to do next week. Yefeng, your presentation will be the next round, yeah, not today, because it's already 4:30.
Yes, perfect.
Not today.
Not today, it's already 4:30.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's a bit late now. So
Too late.
yeah, we'll schedule another slot for you then. Yeah. Sorry then, Yefeng, right?
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll schedule. And the next one will be yours. This actually I didn't plan it to have today, but I thought I just jump into this supervision today, right? Okay, guys, it's 4:30. I'll see you all again.